Hi Collective, welcome to the channel. I'm Crystal, it's by Messenger. Okay, so I finally gave up with the software. Okay, with uploading through the computer. Okay, because I finally found out it was the software. Certain ones, they lower the quality to download to YouTube. I didn't know I wasn't running a premium software, my bad. Okay, so that's why I've been running into so many problems. So I guess I'm going to be like so many other very beautiful content creators that just use their phone. It's supposed to make things more simple, right? So hopefully my videos will no longer be glitching out. Okay. So I was feeling this magical energy. I pulled the unicorns. First card coming out is manifest your dreams. Focus on your vision, seek satisfaction and contentment. Look at how beautiful that is. Number 22. So definitely this is the time to manifest your dreams. We just had this very beautiful planetary alignment on the 25th to really start all these new cycles, stop all these toxic ones that have been on repeat. If you've learned the lessons, they done. And we have this very powerful new moon in Aquarius within 48 hours. So this is a really powerful time to really be thinking about what it is you want to create, right? Okay. Let's see what other cards are coming out with the unicorns. Number 7, listen to your heart, awaken psychic abilities, and tune into the infinite. Okay, so really checking in with yourself at this time is going to be really important. You know, and I've been talking a lot about this too. Like, you need to be careful, especially with the things. I know so many of us have been looking for signs, synchronicities, and things like that. And I'm not saying not to do that, but you need to be more mindful, okay, at this time, what you are aligning with, because of what they're doing with rolling out 6G and all of that. Literally, they can pick up off of like your energetic and like your levels, right? It's like your phone can integrate with you with 6G. It's kind of the same thing, especially with like what they did with pulling TikTok down or relaunching it. I already was hearing somebody saying they were merging something with like Facebook, kind of like when Meta took over. You know, if you guys haven't been realizing, like the things that you're talking about, as we've known for a while, they show up on your feeds. But have you been noticing just the things that you think about are starting to align with your phone? Or maybe just you're thinking, I need to check my email, and you pull out your phone and all of a sudden your email is open, ready to go. Things like this. This is things of letting you know that you're very much integrating with your phone. So do you see what I mean? If you have certain feelings and emotions, like especially if they're triggers due to like trauma, woundings, things like that, you could literally start aligning with those sort of things. And you could be like, oh, that's confirmation. I was feeling that this person was doing da 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 da, and then now look, I align with it. And that's really what's going on, when really it's not. You know, it's like if you're exhibiting this vibrational frequency of like fear and anger and things like, you know what I mean? You're going to be manifesting those things instead of healing from them. That's why I said, like, sometimes you need to disconnect from electronics. You need to get away from what people are saying, because so many people are jealous and envious and will project onto others, which can influence you. Like if you're around like a negative Nancy or a negative Nathan, and nothing against Nancy or Nathan, just putting that out there, they'll lower your vibrational frequency, and they can literally put their ish on you. So you need to be careful of that. So you need to listen to your heart. And that's why I say my readings are always confirmation, and they're teachings. Okay, if I'm talking about a certain situation, if you don't feel it's fitting for you, it's not confirmation, then definitely don't go making that manifest for you, right? Like, it'll be confirmation. So, and that's not just with my readings, it's with anybody. So be careful that nobody's like poisoning your thoughts and luring you a certain way, okay? So always check in with your heart. We got Unicorn Portal coming out 38. Focus your light, listen for a message. Okay, and this is also an 11 and 22. We're getting beautiful numbers here. Focus your light and listen for a message. See, to me, it's very much telling you that you really need to learn how to go within. You really need to check in with yourself instead of looking for answers and direction from outside perspective. And I know so many of us, because we're in this mirrored reality and we are disconnected from source. We came here to experience separation from source. And we're in a mirrored reality where what we feel within is reflected in our outer world. So we often are seeing what we feel inside, and we are attracting those things. That's why you need to not have victim consciousness and why are these things happening to me? They're happening for you. You need to learn from something. So if you're in this energy where you're holding any bit of resentment, anger, anything like that towards how somebody treated you, you're not learning the lesson. You need to understand why you attracted that to your existence. Why was it allowed to happen to you? What was it supposed to be teaching you? Now learn from that, let go. And sometimes it's literally just to have boundaries, right? Maybe you let somebody infiltrate your boundaries. Maybe you went against your intuition and that initial feeling that you had. Maybe you needed to serve something from a higher level in this lifetime, playing out from a past lifetime. Like if you broke somebody's heart in a past lifetime, this lifetime you're going to get your heart broken. You know what I mean? Like it has to happen that way. You know, if it's not paid in one lifetime, it carries over to the next, right? It's all about slow evolution and growth, and it happens for just that. So what I was getting with that is that a lot of times we go looking, or we feel as though we need to have validation by talking our emotions out to somebody. And a lot of times we're hoping that we're going to get things that come back to us that are going to help us affirm what we're saying or believing. Well, sometimes it's like literally you're just venting, right? So sometimes you just need somebody to listen to you. But as soon as somebody is like holding criticism or putting what they think and feel, really they shouldn't be doing that, because it's influencing you. And it's like, I know everybody's been there. When you're telling a story about what happened between you and another, do you really give all of the details of both sides? Normally you try to make yourself look a little bit better, right? Where maybe you don't expose everything word for word that happened with you, because we want you know what I mean? We don't want people to be like, oh, well, you straight up deserve that. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I mean, why people, like, it's nice when you have people that'll sit there and they'll listen to you. And they'll ask you, like, well, what do you feel about this? What do you feel that you should do? Or, you know, I know that you experienced that, but, you know what I mean? Instead of just like, oh, no, they shouldn't have done you like that. That was dirty, da-da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? You can do better. If you can't appreciate what you have, you're never going to do better. You're not. It's just like if you already have somebody that loves you and is willing to work through things with you, you walk away from that because of a problem, you're going to go walk into somebody that's going to treat you worse. You know what I mean? Confirmation I heard on the phone back there. Wow. You got to work through things. You got to see why you're experiencing them, okay? All right. Let's keep going. Cosmic Diamond, number 30. Spread hope, joy, and illuminate this world. That's what I'm doing one reading at a time. But you're being called to do this as well. You know, this is a very, very beautiful time. The unicorns are coming through so beautiful. Look at these. They're both like pure white and that white light. I'm getting, for whoever's aligning with this, you're definitely raising your vibrational frequency. You could have went through a crystalline DNA integration where you're going from carbon-based to crystalline. Okay, so you're starting to definitely resonate with higher vibrational frequencies. Okay, focusing your light. So for some of you, you're starting to flip, and you know, this is where you get out of those lower vibrational chakra systems, and as you come up, you start letting, like, as you let go of resentment and grief and anger and sadness and envy, which, keep in mind, we're all supposed to experience all of those. We're here experiencing a whole like everything, right? But it's about finding that integration and that balance and accepting. Like when you finally realize that everything is happening for a higher level and a higher purpose, nothing happens. Like you're in a whole new world. That's what I mean. This is the level that I'm at, and I'm here teaching it out to you. But wherever you feel that you're fitting, right? It takes a little bit to process those things. Like I was holding on to resentment and woundings from previous lifetimes that I didn't even realize. So I wasn't recognizing it because it was strong wounds that I had occurred in other lifetimes. And there's been times in my journey where I've done that, where I've strongly felt things and I've tapped into stuff and I'm like, this happened in my past. I know it did, when it really wasn't even in this lifetime. It was in another lifetime that it happened, and I'd carried the wounds over. You know, as you start to really integrate more and go through major soul expansions, you may notice that you're doing this. So for some of you, like, it might not even make sense, or you might not even realize that this is something that you are holding on to. You know, like, if you're one where you're constantly looking for better, like, you really have an abandonment wound, and it's your way of, like, you're kind of sabotaging things, thinking that it's really a shattering of the ego that needs to happen here. You need to sit with why you keep experiencing this. Why is this happening to you? Why are these things, why are you running into these problems and these things are falling apart? Why do you, you know what I mean? Like, you're putting the blame on other people. Like, nope, you must be the problem because you're acting just like my ex did. So clearly, you know what I mean? Nope, I attracted another. You did, because there's something wrong with you, okay? So you need to sit with, why are you attracting that? Why are you experiencing that? And especially if you're realizing that it's a pattern, okay, you really need to sit with yourself. And when you can start to do that, you can start to realize, like, oh, okay, clearly I didn't realize that I was like this, you know? So, you know, sometimes we put ourselves up on these pedestals and we don't realize it, but it's really like we did it to protect our inner child that was hurt. And a lot of times this stems from, like, abandonment as a young child and things like that. And it's like kind of like a defense mechanism. Now, if you don't feel like you're going through this, then that's okay. It's not for you just because you're in alignment with this. Okay, maybe you're getting the teaching. Maybe this is going to help you. If it's not you, this could be energy that's surrounding you. So maybe this is something like that could be going on with a child of yours, or maybe this is your partner. Okay, maybe your partner you're with is self-sabotaging relationships and things like that, and you know what I mean. So you can take it in different ways, right? Take it however you feel it fitting. But this could also just be confirmation that you're going through this integration. You could be finding out what was holding you back, what was blocking you. Okay. All right. Let's get one more from the unicorns. Cosmic Pearl. There's something very significant with sevens too. I seen 717 on the clock when I was starting to do this record. So 717. The tarot reading that I did earlier, I'd gotten 777. 3 sevens came out in a row. I know it got glitchy, so I was even showing all the cards in that one. And then now 34, which is a 7. And we had another 7. See? Listen to your heart. So you need to look up the vibrational frequency of 7s. You could look up source code number 777, aka angel numbers. But it's really about luck. It very much is. Isn't it? Luck is on your side or something. Listen to your heart. Look, an awakening psychic abilities and tuning into the infinite. Yeah, for some of you, your new psychic abilities and skills are coming online. Look, and manifest your dreams. So it's a really powerful time to really manifest what you want at this time, especially with this Aquarius new moon coming in. And this says expand your psychic gifts. Damn. Open the gate to the angelic realm. Ooh, baby. Yes. So I heard the time is ripe. For some of you, now that you've closed some things out, you're going to be able to have these new things come in. So this is beautiful. 77. There's something with the 7s. I put them right next to each other. 7, 7. Open the gates to the angelic realm. So for some of you, like, you need to open up. Maybe you need to get in quiet. Yeah, look, ascension lift. Prepare for rapid spiritual growth. Be ready for opportunities. Like, that's what's going on with you. Once you eliminate these blockages and the energy just starts flowing. That's what I mean. I'm getting like a Kundalini rising for some of you. Your energy is starting to run through your chakra systems, which maybe it's never done that before. Because there's always been blockages or wounds, right? Wow. All right. I'm going to leave this one here. Yeah, I could keep going with this, but I feel like I got enough out just in this little reading here. And I want to test how the upload's going to go. But definitely feel free to take a look at whatever you feel guided to. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. That way you will catch my readings as I release them. And I know that you came in line with this as an energetic frequency match. So if that pops up on your feed, right? Look, access your gifts. Explore your treasure chest and accept who you truly are. You definitely have some gifts that are coming through here. Pay attention, expect an answer. Look, and another 11. I told you there's something with the 11. And it says look for the signs. Like, there are going to be signs and messages here, but be careful, because I feel that with this integrating a lot with AI and technology, it can lead us off path. But it can work in our advantage too. But be mindful of your signs. This is beautiful. There's something with 33, 11, 22. We're getting all the master numbers here. And we've been seeing a lot of rainbows. There's an Ankh too. These different symbolisms, they stand out for you. They're confirmation. I was noticing in the one card too, the daisy. Daisies could be significant. See the daisies floating right down there next to the unicorn. And the little yellow butterfly stood out to me on the unicorn there. I don't even know where the camera actually is I'm using. Right there. I guess it doesn't focus very well on the front camera. I may have to play around with my other camera. But access gifts, and then there's a violin. For some of you, maybe you have a musical talent too that you could be tapping into with the violin there. The blue rose, dragonfly. I'm just pointing out the symbolism that I'm seeing here. And there's something with the pearl. These are activator cards as well. So these different cards, this reading alone can activate things for you. You could literally go through a Kundalini rising after this reading. I was told to tell you to take a few minutes and kind of let the messages integrate that you received during this. So spend some time in quiet for a few minutes and see what comes through. Okay. See, that's an 11. So it's like we've had like 11, 11, 38 numerology is an 11. You add the digits together because there's only vibrational frequencies of 1 through 9. So you add everything together. So 11, 11. And look, like the R, like gateway, like you could literally be going through like a new timeline shift, a new portal, like as these gates open. It's beautiful. You know, because these new moons and stuff very much bring in portals. All right. Love and light to all of you. Bye, guys.